Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, a day ago, I pointed out in this channel, ladies and gentlemen, that when UDA made a deliberate move to remove Gachagua from the deputy party leader position, they could have thought that that was going to make them make a very bold statement to Gachagua. But that wasn't going to work according to the expectation. Now, what has happened, ladies and gentlemen, is that I pointed out in that video that that was one of the worst mistakes that you can ever think about. So, talking about this worst mistake, and I pointed out that that was going to make Gachagua available for future coalition. Now, there is already talk about a secret meeting that was attended by top Mount Kenya leaders, and the meeting was all about how to remove William RUTO in 2027. I know many of you know that or think that that is a very easy task. But if you ask me, I am thinking the opposite. So the fact that I'm thinking the opposite is the reason why I want us to delve into this night meeting between between Gachagua's faction and Kalonzo Musyoka's faction. And you also saw what they said during the press conference that took place yesterday, the 13th November 2024. So before we get started on this, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to kindly encourage you to go below there and like this video. It's so important because that is the only way YouTube shares our content to so many other people. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed to this channel. For those of you who've supported us before, thank you so much for making this channel grow. Now, I'm maintaining that the fact that Rigathi was kicked out as a deputy party leader, that was a worst mistake. But how is that considered as a mistake? You know, now you've already hearing that meetings are being organized in Mount Kenya by top Mount Kenya leaders. Of course, these top Mount Kenya leaders are the ones who are going to put the finance muscle, into this ticket of whoever's going to become the flag bearer. But of course, we can insinuate, we can always insinuate, and we know that the person who's going to be the flag bearer here is Kalonzo Musyoka. About Gachagua, the impeachment motion will still bar him. So let's delve into this meeting, ladies and gentlemen. There's a story here that Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka confirmed ongoing secret meetings with ousted Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, aiming to build a strong coalition. Speaking at his SKM Center on Wednesday, after receiving a peace award, Kalonzo highlighted the need for unity, saying, "We will talk to everyone going forward to expand Azimio." Okay? Speculations about political shifts has grown since Gachagua's impeachment, and recent collaborations between Azimio leader Raila Odinga and William RUTO, with the Raila's allies now holding cabinet roles. In a pointed comment, Kalonzo criticized some Azimio leaders for benefiting from the protests led by Gen Zs against the Finance Bill 2024, adding, "The revolution continues until these issues are fully resolved." Now, there's a tweet that has been shared here from Standard Digital, in their X handle, and they said, "Kalonzo Musyoka in talks with Gachagua in bid to build strong coalition." And then here there's a picture that has been shared, a picture of Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo. I think this picture of Rigathi and Kalonzo was taken, I think, some time ago, and when there was this talk about Rigathi impeachment, and Kalonzo assured Rigathi that he would protect him against any kind of impeachment. Of course, we know that Kalonzo Musyoka has points that if he capitalizes on, then definitely RUTO is going to get hard time, recapturing his seat. That's why you find that most people have been talking about one-term presidency. Many have likened William RUTO's political fortune to a one-term president. So let's focus on this night meeting. Now we have information that there were secret night meetings. We already have information that top Mount Kenya leaders convened the meeting. Most likely it was how to craft a way of surviving in 2027 and beyond, as probably as a coalition. I'm not seeing Rigathi Gachagua going into this coalition, into this arrangement without a party. I'm looking at Rigathi Gachagua this time round coming up with a party and going into this negotiating table with a party. Let me be honest with you. Bottom line here is that Rigathi must have a party this time round. He learned from his mistakes. When he had an arrangement with William Ruto on UDA, he had not thought about the consequences. But this time round, the consequences are seen and they are visible and they are available. So because of that reason, Gachagua is going to go into this arrangement with a Mount Kenya party. So which party is this going to be? We don't know about Jubilee. Jubilee still has Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as the party leader. He hasn't relinquished it. So the big question here is Uhuru going to relinquish that position to Gachagua, the party leader? That is something that is also concerning, because we know that in these talks of Kalonzo presidency, Uhuru is part of it. If Uhuru is part of it, definitely Jubilee is still part of it. Now, since Jubilee is part of it, there could be a possibility of Rigathi Gachagua being given the mantle, or Uhuru can decide not to give Rigathi Gachagua the mantle. So either way, something is going to come out of this arrangement. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about these secret night meetings? Of course, there's something you must be thinking about. Just go below on the comment section and you can offer that reaction. So now, let's just focus on the possibility of a coalition. And now William Ruto is contesting against a joint ticket here of a coalition. What do you think is going to happen? We have to agree, ladies and gentlemen, that in Kenya, kura haiwezi patia mtu urais. See, hiyo ni kitu ambacho nafikiri sote tunajua. Kura, a vote to make someone a president, unless there are other calculations. I'm looking at the joint ticket of Rigathi and Uhuru and Gachagua still facing a lot of problem, a lot of challenge. Let me jog your mind a bit. Do you remember the IBC amendment bill? Yes, of course, if you do remember, let me remind you about something. IBC amendment bill has a clause that gives mandate to any vessel. That IBC can use any vessel. It means it can even use a container, a canter. It can even use a ship. It can even use a car, to be a polling station. What does that mean? If at all someone wanted to rig, let's assume someone wanted to rig, it will be easy to rig. You just convert 1,000 cars to be polling stations. And then what next? You say that votes were cast in those cars. And then what next? How do you if at all there was some kind of court case, now a presidential petition, now you're supposed to justify how 10,000 cars were used. How 10,000 cars were used as polling station. You're supposed to expose how rigging was how rigging took place in those cars. How are you going to do it? And there are 10,000 cars. Assuming each car, has 100 votes, and there are 10,000. How much are we talking about here? We are talking about 1 million. And that is a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why people are not looking at that matter. That is where there's a problem. That is why people can say everything, saying that they will unseat William Ruto in 2027. But unless calculations are done, it's not going to be easy. Removing William Ruto from that seat won't be a walk in the park. Honestly speaking, that is the truth. I'm not trying to say that I will vote for Ruto or I will vote for Kalonzo Musyoka, but I'm just speaking about the reality. Calculations must be done. Of course, there's a benefit of doubt here. And of course, Kalonzo Musyoka has some advantage because Rigathi is a person who dealt with the votes of Mount Kenya. And whichever plan they used to make sure that those votes came in their numbers, he will still use that same strategy. I don't know about the strategy, but he's going to use that strategy to make sure that Kalonzo Musyoka gets more votes. So Kalonzo's concern will be now how to get votes in Nairobi, Nakuru, those areas, Kisumu, Nyanza, those areas, coast areas, northeastern, those other outcasts. So it's not going to be easy. It needs financial muscle, yamana. So how many elections has Kalonzo Musyoka contested as a presidential candidate? 1. That was in 2007. That is the only first time, and the only time. Mudavadi has also vied only once. Wetangula has never vied. He has always been threatening that he's going to vie, but he has never vied for any presidency. So the rest of the years, it is only Raila Amolo Odinga. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there, but just go below in the comment section and offer a reaction regarding this alleged night meeting, a meeting that is only geared towards making sure that RUTO is kicked out. So just give us your feedback on that matter. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.